Deep beneath the sea, the magical city of Atlantis sparkled with glowing crystals and ancient wonders. But one morning, the heart of Atlantis froze. A strange, magical ice crept over the city, turning water into hard frost and stopping the crystals from shining. Princess Kida, the brave guardian of Atlantis, stood before the frozen heart crystal. "Something powerful is behind this," she said. "We need help." Kida remembered stories about a queen with powers over ice and snow, Elsa of Arendelle. With the help of her Atlantean technology, Kida sent a glowing message through the sea and into the sky. Far away in Arendelle, Elsa was walking through her icy garden when a beam of blue light appeared. It sparkled like crystal snow and formed a message: "Atlantis needs you." Elsa quickly packed her things. "This is my kind of magic," she said with a smile. She called for her ice horse, the Knock, and rode swiftly across lands and oceans. With the help of a special map and Kida's light signal, Elsa reached the entrance to Atlantis. It was hidden beneath the waves, but with the Knock, she dove underwater and entered the magical city. As soon as Elsa stepped into Atlantis, she felt the ice in the air. "This isn't my magic," she whispered. "It feels wrong." Kida met her near the outer gates. She wore armor made of glowing shells and crystals. "Thank you for coming, Queen Elsa," she said warmly. Elsa and Kida walked through the frozen streets. The Atlantean people were using fire crystals to stay warm, but the city was growing colder by the hour. "The heart crystal powers all of Atlantis," Kida explained. "But now it's trapped in ice. If we don't stop it soon, the city will fall." Elsa touched the ice with her hand. "It's ancient magic, maybe even older than mine," she said, frowning. "We need to find where it's coming from." The two princesses traveled deep into the ancient tunnels of Atlantis. Strange markings on the walls began to glow as they passed. In the deepest chamber, they found something shocking: a frozen statue of a powerful sea sorcerer named Naryon. His eyes were made of icy blue stone. "He was banished long ago," Kida said, "but someone or something has awakened his spirit." Suddenly, the eyes of the statue glowed. A voice echoed through the chamber: "Atlantis must sleep forever in ice." Elsa raised her hand. "Not while I'm here." With a blast of wind, a ghostly shape of Naryon appeared. He tried to freeze Elsa and Kida, but Elsa created a powerful shield of snow. Kida pulled out a glowing spear of crystal light. Together, they fought back, Elsa with her magic, and Kida with her ancient weapon. The battle shook the chamber. Ice and water swirled around them. But Elsa saw something important. Naryon's power came from a frozen crystal above. "If I melt that," she shouted, "his power will stop." Kida leapt and cleared the path. Elsa focused her magic and sent a warm beam of light to the crystal. The ice cracked, then shattered. Naryon let out a terrible cry as his spirit faded. The cold around them began to melt. The heart crystal glowed again with blue and gold light. Atlantis began to warm. The people cheered as rivers flowed again, and crystals lit up like stars. "You saved my people," Kida said, smiling. "Atlantis will never forget this." Elsa smiled back. "And I'll never forget you." Before she left, Kida gave Elsa a small crystal pendant. "So Atlantis is always close to your heart." Elsa returned to Arendelle, the pendant shining in her hand. As she looked back across the sea, she whispered, "Magic is even stronger when we face it together." And in the heart of Atlantis, the crystal pulsed with light, warm, alive, and full of hope.